The Commission of Inquiry into Higher Education and Training wraps up its two-day hearings in East London and the Eastern Cape. Yesterday, its proceedings were disrupted by students from the University of Fort Hare. They claim the Commission is a waste of time and money. Today, the Commission is set to hear presentations from Rhodes and Nelson Mandela universities. SABC reporter Busisiwe Jemsana is there to give us an update. Good afternoon, Busisiwe.
A very good afternoon. We are coming to you live from the East London City Hall. Security has been beefed out inside and out of the venue. There is heavy police presence around the City Hall following yesterday's protest by students from various universities who said they do not recognize the Commission, but we know that the Commission later resumed its work, and even today it is work as usual for the Commission. As I'm speaking to you right now, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Rhodes University is making his submission inside, making their position pretty clear that they support the call by students that higher education is expensive, especially for those who are disadvantaged, but also saying that those who can afford to pay for their education, those who are rich, should pay for their education, but the Commission should make sure that those who come from poor backgrounds and middle class, the missing middle as they term it, should be assisted by the state to make sure that they study in higher education institutions. They've also said that it is a priority and it is important for the state to invest in the education of its young people, saying that in order to deal with the unemployment, in order to deal with crime, it will have to invest on education so that it creates young people who are able to be innovative and create jobs. Another argument that was raised inside is that should the free education be afforded to all, is that there will be an influx of young people who are educated but struggle to find employment. But Dr. Mandela argued that universities should not be just for people to study and graduate and seek employment, but they should be a platform for young people to be able to create employment for themselves, to create employment for society. But there is also another concern that has been raised inside, that TVET colleges are ignored, that the necessary skills that are needed are in the TVET colleges, but they are not institutions of choice by young people, and therefore the Commission is not only tasked with looking at universities and looking at access to higher education, but will have to do a much more work on making sure that even TVET colleges are an institution of choice by young people, and also making sure that it does not only create an environment for access to education, but access and support to higher education. As you know, that many of these universities that are based here in the rural Eastern Cape are based in rural towns, and therefore the students that come from those towns have poor backgrounds. They've never seen a computer. They'll be first using them at institutions of higher learning, and therefore funding is vital in that regard so that they can be supported in adapting, trying to familiarize so that they can be successful in these institutions of higher learning. Also, what has come up inside is that not only is the government responsible for this, but they should be also look at other ways of coming up with funding. The private sector should also be lobbied in this call for free education, so that all organs of state, all private sector, everyone, all stakeholders are able to cough into the NSFAS fund, to cough into higher learning institutions, so that the students are able to study and prosper in life. It's back to you.
Thank you very much. There we had Busisiwe Jemsana out in East London at the Fees Commission hearings. We much appreciated for that update.